616, 25% and 66 outside. You gotta love it when it's 66 outside. Yeah, I don't know. This is certainly getting weirder and weirder, isn't it? It's just what it is. You know, right after I noticed that, well, I mean, let's see, what is starting to unfold? We have the hand of God defeating evil, says Major Green, or whatever her name is, Marjorie, somebody. I really don't follow politics because I really don't care. But it's in the Fed news, so you can't believe anything in the news, especially not from those people, especially not from those crooks. It's just what it is. However, we did notice that INFJ Marilyn Manson feels it in the air tonight. We posted that on Facebook. We did. We went ahead and shared that Marilyn Manson INFJ. And it's what it is. He can feel it in the air tonight. And I mean, when they say that demons can't create and they're doing cover songs at this point, it was nice to notice that right after that, I noticed that Tom Petty, not Betty Petty, but Tom Petty and Snoop Dogg. Tom Petty and Snoop Dogg are taking their last dance with Mary Jane. So, and that was only like 3 days ago. So you've got 3 days ago or 5 days ago. 5 days ago. INFJ are always 10 steps ahead. So you have 5 days ago, INFJ Marilyn Manson feels it coming in the air tonight. And then it was 3 days ago that Snoop Dogg came out with his last dance with Mary Jane, at least in the algorithm. It said 3 days ago. I thought that was an older song, but it must have been Tom Petty. Not Betty Petty, but Tom Petty. Tom Petty. And I knew that the Tom Petty version was older, but they're doing cover songs. Do you think well, I guess if they're covering their last dance with Mary Jane and they can feel it coming in the air tonight, something very strange must be going on. Now, when I hear, death cults are going to either end up in jail, the psych ward, because I think that's what they wanted for those of us that are awakening to our abilities and having some class with our intuitive abilities to see through the illusion. It's just what it is. However, when I see Major Green, or not Major Payne, but Major Green, when I see Major Green in the Fed news talking about a major global shift in leadership because evil is being cleansed by the hand of God, or fucking defeated by the hand of God. I mean, the first thing I think is that, the sun represents cleansing and new growth. It represents beginnings and endings. It's the giver of life. I mean, when you get a sunburn, it's kind of the harbinger of bad news. This is what it is. But when I see Chicago talking about third-degree burns and demons throwing temper tantrums, do you think they're throwing their last dance with Mary Jane temper tantrums, or they can feel it coming in the air tonight? Because all I can think of when I see that is how Bob Dylan tried to tell us. He was like, "How are you a musician?" Well, it's really easy. I sold my soul to the devil. And it's what it is. I mean, I guess the whole demons in your children issue coming to light. But, I mean, they won't quit. They won't tell the truth. They won't do this. They won't tell... Ooh, and I did hear Willow Smith. She left her consciousness at the door. It's a catchy tune. She left her consciousness at the door. I can't remember the rest of the song, but it doesn't matter. Let's do a destiny read, shall we? A lot of destiny swapping going on out in the collective. It's just what it is. And I am interested to see how this unfolds with the hand of God defeating evil. This ought to be fun to watch. Certainly ought to be fun to watch. And when I hear you say that, what they wanted for another is what they wanted for themselves. And me, I just really only want the light of truth. the light of truth with all of this black magic and things that were, affecting me in the past. And they say that they've been doing it for quite some time, and I don't know. Have they really been harvesting the Empress energy for creativity for quite some time? And I guess as I call it back, this death cult who has failed miserably would be getting sick. That's what you're saying. And I don't know how, Major Pain, not Major Pain, Marjorie Green, I don't know how she feels about death cults, and I know how Snoop Dogg feels about the Island Boys. I'm not sure really how he feels about Diddy or Rich Men's winner personality in Island Boys on Frankenstein Island. It's just what it is. Who knows? Tell him Pushing Up Daisy. Pushing Up Daisy knows. God is all it is. Angels, archangels, ascended masters, divine white light. This would be a clear and infinite channel for your wisdom at this time for myself as well as other readings for Namaste. Now, I don't know about demons throwing temper tantrums. I would think demons and death cults would probably be throwing temper tantrums at about this point. I would think as long as the earth angel is the evidence that they so seek. That was there really a failed earth angel sacrifice? Is that what it is? Is that why Snoop Dogg's taking his last dance with Mary Jane and Tom Petty, and Marilyn Manson can feel it coming in the air tonight? I can feel it coming. Thank you, Spirit. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. I don't know about it. Because when I hear her say that, and we know that what comes around goes around, but when I hear her say that a high-level demon in a position of leadership wants to consume the Earth Angel, and what comes around goes around. What comes around goes around. If that's a Pisces Sun Earth Angel with Solar Earth Angels, or with Solar Angels, would that be the Sun consuming demons, high-level demons? Thank you, Spirit. Is that why they're throwing a temper tantrum? They're throwing a temper tantrum because Solar Flash is about to consume them? Is that what it is? That's what it is. I know that when you get to the pinnacle of your career that the devil appears, and that it happened to me. I found 6 of them. And then it would look like if the devil were coming to collect the demons. God would probably use the sun. He would use the sun. Thank you for that. It's just what it is. Cosmic chaos. When she says that people are shook, she said a high-level ranking demon wants to consume you, and people are shook. And then I go over and I find that scientists are shocked to find the sun flipping the script. And Pisces Kingdom will tell you that Pisces Sun is flipping the script. Pisces Sun is flipping the script. She said it. She said they wanted you to engage in the drama, and you flipped the script. That was her words. I'm pretty sure. I don't really get much into the readings. I like the clickbait, though. I like the clickbait and how I can match the puzzle pieces together with true energies out in the world, especially Marjorie Taylor Greene's. When she says, because what she says goes, and I really don't believe anything that they say. They're just government snakes. It's just what it is. Thank you for that, Spirit. And they're doing their last. And if they're doing evil things and the hand of God is cleansing them too, ouch, that's gotta suck. So I think anything war is kind of evil. When you talk about WW3, that's what it is. You gotta think, they give you 10 commandments. They tell you thou shalt not unalive. Confirmation. They tell you thou shalt not unalive. However, if you take every disease, every experiment ever done on a human, everybody that's ever been lined up for the jab, after they took their mask off, of course, and then lined up for the jab, concentration camps, gas chambers, the electric chair, lightning strikes, shark attacks, firearm violence, gang wars. You take all that shit and you wrap them, all those statistics, all the wars, 1, 2, Korean, Vietnam, all of them, wrap all that shit up, but you still don't have a scratch in the surface of the amount of people that have passed away in the name of the Lord. It's just what it is. Basically over a book, and it kind of went something like this. This here, let me get the golden rose. Everything the golden rose touches turns to gold. It was a rose, but it's gold. That's bullshit. Anyway, so the way the Crusades went was, this is the word of King James. This is the word, and you will take the word, and you will do as the word says, thou shalt not unalive. However, if you don't accept this as the word of God with 10 commandments, we're going to have to eat you. It's true. We came out here on this crusade. We're running these crusades, and we got far away from home, and you guys don't have much food, so we're going to have to eat you. We're going to have to eat you and take your heads and put them on a stake in a forest, the forest of the impaled for Vlad the Impaler. That's why they call him Vlad the Impaler with the Order of the Dragon. It's just what it is. He's a vile evil creature. He's a vile evil creature and a vampire. So he's Dracula. He is Dracula. Vlad the Impaler. That's Dracula. So it's what it is. If you don't accept this word of the Christians, it's what it is. Then we're going to have to eat you. I'm sorry. It's just what it is. Accept this as the word of God, or we're going to have to eat you. So, with that being said, let's do some destiny read, shall we? It's just what it is. Now, like I said, I would assume that INFJ Marilyn Manson would have some gifts. I'm clairsentient INFJ, so if he can feel it coming in the air tonight, then there must be something coming in the air tonight. And if Snoop Dogg is taking his last dance with Mary Jane one more time to kill the Payane, and it's what it is, and we do. I mean, we trigger demons, and it's understandable. There's a lot of celebrity issues. They're kind of drawing at straws and whatnot. But if they're taking their last dance with Mary Jane and they can feel it coming in the air tonight, chances are the hand of God has come down on this situation. The hand of God has come down on this situation. And it's what it is. Expect the unexpected. I mean, when expect the unexpected comes into play, you would expect INFJ Marilyn Manson to feel something unexpected in the air tonight. Because he can remember when. I can remember. Don't worry. Anyway, how could I ever forget? It was the last time me and Mary Jane ever met. It's Swizz. That runs right into Snoop Dogg. That runs right into Snoop Dogg having his last dance with Mary Jane. It's true. It's on my Facebook. Came out just a couple days ago with Tom Petty. Big old picture of Snoop Dogg and the bush, the burning bush. This is the burning bush. This is the burning bush. It's just what it is. So I mean, if you have Major Green. She's kind of green. If you have Major Green with envy in the Fed news talking about the hand of God defeating all evil, and I wouldn't really consider Marilyn Manson evil. I mean, you tell me. To me, evil is live backward. Evil is live backward. And it was angel therapy was talking about how an earth angel had an NDE and God gave them a second chance at life, and then everybody from the past wanted to get in the way, and chances are that would be the hand of God kind of taking out evil. And confirmation door slam, INFJ door slam. We will be keeping the door shut on some of these individuals because when they don't want to see you successful and all evil eyes go blind, maybe a solar flash will take care of that. Then they won't be able to, now, I mean, if they wanted you unalive, I can't do anything about that. Because, I mean, Heavenly Heathen, she did say that what they wanted for another is what they want for themselves. And me, I just want love, light, health, wealth, and abundance for all of you. 5-star reviews. You give love, light, health, wealth, and abundance. It comes back to you. It just does. My card's in the upright. Yeah, cool. So, if we have Snoop Dogg taking his last dance with Mary Jane, and INFJ Marilyn Manson can feel it coming in the air tonight, and Major Marjorie Green, yeah, and it's in my community. It's in my community post and Facebook. She says, "Evil is being defeated by the hand of God." Do you think these communities are under judgment? Stand still is upside down for the focus. That doesn't mean stand still. That means move. That means get your ass moving. Time for action. No more standstill. No more standstill. Oh, and that's not really a blue heron, but see how they're trying to, it looks like he's trying to catch a fish. Like he's trying to catch a fish in the upside down. That means no catch fish. That means no more catching fish. No more catching fish. What are the intentions? Oh, yeah. See, they can't take any more risks. Nope. They're all out of risks. All their risks have been used up. No more taking risks. No more taking risks. Those days are over. Those days are gone. And this is their last dance with Mary Jane, and they can feel it coming in the air tonight. So, yeah. Look at that. Communities in the upright. So we've got the Hopi prophecy. The Hopi prophecy is like, you got some of them trying to burn evidence by setting Los Angeles on fire, covering up, their underground tunnels where they're selling women and children to Treasure Island for the island boys. You can't put your winners in a bunch of island boys unless you have tunnels to get them there. It's just what it is. And that's certainly a rainbow community. It's just what it is. So anyway, yeah, the rainbow arc of the covenant, the rainbow covenant basically says that God won't drown you. Like Atlantis, he won't flood you due to Nephilim and things of that nature. However, fire, I don't think it is the red flags you ignore, the ones that come back to bite you in the end. And I would assume that if fire wasn't, because it does, talking about holy fire, said that's hotter than hellfire. That's holy fire. And I would think that the sun. Oh yeah, see, freedoms are upside down. We need to remember that we're all under divine judgment. So when you're under divine judgment, freedom is no longer free. It's not. It's just what it is. It's divine judgment. It's the three fates. It's inflexible. It is judgment. It's judgment. Yeah, and I know that the natural world needs the healer, but we do. We have to get rid of the death cult, members first, because they do. They won't stop. They won't stop. And I mean, the dark never defeats the light. The light won before they ever started. And yes, I mean, Pisces had to go through some very, very difficult entity removals and switch. Thank you, Christine Holiday. I mean, Christine, it'd have been a completely different conversation right now had Christine Holiday not almost made me throw up in a laundromat doing an entity removal. Led me right to Reiki for entity removal. It's amazing how that happens. However, what we need to explore once again is, there's no need to heal the chaos. Sit back, relax, let God do it. Let Spirit do what Spirit does. Let the solar angels, it's what it is. It's like a vacuum. They're just going to suck them up to Oz. It's just what it is. Suck them up. This would be, you would need to be healing chaos. This is no. The solar angels are doing it. They're sucking them up to Oz. So it's what it is. And I would agree. I mean, death cult members and demons throwing temper tantrums and all of that fun stuff. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. I think I will be spending the day listening to a Phil Collins cover. It's an INFJ Marilyn Manson cover of In the Air Tonight. It is. It's on my Facebook. If you subscribe to Facebook, feel free to go over there or Google or YouTube search Marilyn Manson In the Air Tonight. So if you have one by air, one by sea, it's INFJ by air and INFJ Pisces by sea. It's just what it is. And Snoop Dogg, yeah, he has let everyone know that it is his last dance with Mary Jane. And when I see that shit, all I can think about is the devil showing up to collect souls, because I just think of Bob Dylan. How did you become a musician? Well, you see, the thing was, I sold my soul to the devil. So, I mean, I would assume all musicians kind of follow under that guise. That's what it is. Anyway, so we've got Major Green talking about the hand of God, and the karmics in Karmicville are being judged for what they wanted for another is what they wanted for themselves. And science, AC, Azrael, single biggest sin in luxury for materialism is central AC. Central AC. Ooh, there was a nice breeze coming from that direction. That's what it is. I don't think I have a vent over there. It's just what it is. Anyway, I hear the solar angels are protecting the earth angels, and that's nice. That's nice. I know Jamie has dragons and shit in her apartment, so this ought to be interesting to see how this all pans out. It's just weird. I would think that, taking from the sun, if you were to give to the sun, if you certainly weren't to attack the sun, because attacking the sun that's the sun attacks back. And I don't know, I would assume if you have, Pisces kingdom talking about how Pisces sun is flipping the script, and then science is shook because the sun itself has flipped the script. It's just, the math is mathing. The math is 1 + 1 = oh shit. And it's just what it is. People are having their oh shit moments. They're shook. Reacted to. That's what it is. with that's the meme. Without saying what you do, tell people what you do. I take humans through the death experience. and here we are. He got a reaction out of that. Thank you, Gabriel. Gabriel reacted to that. So that's what it is. You gotta love Gabriel in the sky. Gabriel in the sky with sunblast. That's what it is. Plasma sunblast. This ought to be interesting. So we'll see what happens. And even Jesus knows that everything is lining up in divine right order. That's what it is. I would assume next lifetime. Don't try to sacrifice the earth angel. That's what it is. Next lifetime. Yeah, that's not a good idea. It's not a good idea to try to sacrifice earth angels. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. So I hope everyone enjoys their Thursday. I would think that, with this mass exodus energy and what are they talking? What did she say? Cataclysmic events. I mean, when you look up solar chaos, that shit was 3 days ago, and I know your blessings come in threes, whether it be 3 minutes, 3 hours, 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months. It just depends on how it happens. Now, coming in the air tonight, that was 5 days ago, so that was a change. That tells me that there's a change in the air. That's what 5 represents, is a change in the air. And we all know I'm an INFJ clairsentient, so I don't know about Marilyn Manson, but I know he's INFJ, and I would say if I can feel it, he can probably feel it in the air too. I feel it more by sea. I'm a seer, so that's what it is. Anyway, everyone, enjoy your Thursday. Don't be too shook. Don't be too shocked. Don't let the trigger demons get you. And yes, if there's high-ranking demons out there that want to consume the Pisces sun protected by solar angels, chances are you're throwing a tantrum because the sun is about to consume you. What you want for another is what you want for yourself. So that's what it is. Everybody enjoy your Thursday. Namaste.